Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. We're back after a period of inactivity with the latest major update of the Carica gameplay overall, which brings significant improvements. Without making the video too long, let's get started. Starting with positioning. We've adjusted every position on the field to achieve greater realism in how each role behaves during matches. Here's an example using Bizuma. In his defensive midfielder position, we have assigned him the wide half tactic. Now his task is to go to the wing, also to collaborate on offense and defense. Now we move on to Luis Suarez. Using him as a target forward, his job is to provide direct support in the attack, staying in the correct position to receive the ball and allow his team to attack. Here we can see how he collaborates with Messi to score a great goal. The biggest feature this positioning improvements brings is the player's understanding of the plays and their vision, creating more realistic and fun plays. You are seeing some examples that we recorded. Now let's talk about the improvements for the AI. We've been working to continually improve active gameplay, and as such, we've developed improvements, both minimal and massive, for every basic tactical activity on the pitch, such as attack, midfield and transitions, defense, and goalkeeping. Let's take a look. Forwards now have a much greater chance of getting into 1v1 runs when needed, eliminating the awkward movement that a player like Mbappe has when instead of running into a 1v1 situation, he drops back and waits to pass to others to push forward. Furthermore, wingers or fullbacks will now use the wings much more, either to carry out their attacks or to cross. Added to this is the improved link-up between forwards with compatible tactics, which significantly improves the style of play. You can see some great interactions we recorded in these clips. Now midfielders will be a key part of your formation. A good midfielder will create plenty of chances, and defensive midfielders will now focus more than ever on tactics and be able to steal that necessary balls. Adjust your tactics for your midfielders well, and you'll see a revolution in your team's play and offense. You might even come across a few surprises. With the gameplay overall, defenders now have a better understanding of plays and can stop attacks more effectively. We work on their tactical intelligence, allowing for better blocking and, if they fail, realistic fouls. For fullbacks, we put a lot of emphasis on improving the roles of fullbacks, so the impact of a fullback as on the pitch will now depend on the role you assign them. For example, wingbacks will eventually move around the wing and support the attack, even more so if you assign them an attacking tactic. On the other hand, if they are regular fullback or have a defensive focus, they won't contribute to the offense and will ultimately follow the line and defensive tactics you assign them, instead of running around the field like crazy. Here you can see a comparison between a wingback, who is also dedicated to helping on offense and running the wing, and then a fullback, who tactically must stay on the defensive line to protect against attacks. And interaction is exactly what we love about this gameplay overall. Interaction is the name we gave to the series of events that occur thanks to the improvements to the attack, defense and midfield simultaneously. Interactions are very cool, realistic plays that fascinate us, providing a huge amount of dynamics to the overall gameplay and making everything much more fun. Everything is never the same. Something new and interesting always happens, and that's the result of the improvements we've described. You're watching some of the interactions right now. Hope you enjoyed the update, guys. If you'd like to read all about the mod's improvements, we invite you to read the full update log on our Discord in the description. See you in the next one.